Hey guys, interesting article I came across. Just thought I'd share it with you. Pretty exciting headline. I hope it's true, but a cure for cancer? Israeli scientists say they think they found one. I can't believe it, but we'll see what happens. They think in a year's time they'll have a complete cure for cancer. Let's kind of dig into this a little bit. So, a small team of Israeli scientists think they might have the first complete cure for cancer. They say their cure for cancer is going to be effective from day one. Will last a duration of a few weeks and will have no or minimal side effects at a much lower cost than most other treatments on the market. Too good to be true? I don't know. We've seen these headlines before, but it sounds promising. Their solution is going to be both generic and personal. Yeah, it says right here, it sounds fantastical, especially considering an estimated 18.1 million new cancer cases are diagnosed worldwide each year. Wow, that's each year, guys. 18.1 million. Further, every sixth death in the world is due to cancer, making it the second leading cause of death, only the first being cardiovascular disease. So going back, it looks like that chairman of the board of AEBI and CEO Dr. Ilan Morad say the treatment, which they call multi-targeted toxin Mu-Tau 2, um, is essentially on the scale of a cancer antibiotic, a disruption technology of the highest order. Now, this gets into some pretty detailed information of exactly how it works, and by far a scientist. But it seems that what it's doing is it's going to be this technology, and it's done by AEBI, is the company. And in 2018, a team of scientists won this Nobel Prize for their work on phage display and the directed evolution of new proteins. Um, so what this is happening is Moore said that they had to identify why other cancer-killing drugs and treatments don't work or eventually fail. So that's kind of how they approached their problem of trying to find a cure. So they said for starters, most anti-cancer drugs attack a specific target on or in the cancer cell. He explained, inhibiting the target usually affects a physiological pathway that promotes Cancer. Mutations in the target or downstream in the physiological pathways can make the targets not relevant to the cancer nature of the cell, and hence the drug attacking it is rendered ineffective. So, in contrast, this what's it, multi-targeted toxin is using a combination of several cancer-targeting peptides for each cancer cell at the same time, um, combined with a strong peptide toxin that would kill cancer cells specifically. So what they do is by using at least three targeted peptides in the same structure with a strong toxin, they've made sure that the treatment will not be affected by mutations. So what can happen is cancer cells can mutate in such a way that target receptors are dropped by the cancer. Uh, so let's kind of go on here. And what's really promising is they're saying that the discovery could also reduce the sickening side effects of most cancer treatments now. So really, if you have cancer today or you get diagnosed tomorrow with cancer, really two ways to combat that. Well, now there's some more with immunotherapy, but for the most part, cancer is treated with chemotherapy and radiation. So chemotherapy is essentially poison, and what it's doing is it's killing all of your cells that replicate, that divide. Um, so that's why you lose your hair and your eyebrows and stuff like that, because it's killing those cells that divide and grow in your body. So it's targeting the cancer, but it's also targeting a ton of other cells in your body. And it really wreaks havoc, makes you sick. Um, that's why there's chemo sickness. You lose a bunch of weight. You're not hungry. You're throwing up all the time. So they're equating this concept of Mu Tau 2 to a triple drug cocktail that's helped change AIDS from being just an automatic death sentence to chronic but manageable disease. So that's how they are comparing their treatment. That it's going to be more like today's AIDS treatment, where you're getting that cocktail of drugs that kind of keeps the virus at bay. Okay, they're saying the Mo Tau 2 cancer treatment will eventually be personalized. Each patient will provide a piece of his biopsy to the lab, which they'll analyze. They'll analyze it to know which receptors are overexpressed. The individual will then be administered exactly the molecule cocktail needed to cure his disease. However, unlike in the case of AIDS, where patients must take the cocktail throughout their lives, in the case of Mu Tau 2, the cells will be killed and the patient could likely stop treatment after only a few weeks. Um, so far, they've concluded its first exploratory mice experiments, which inhibited human cancer cell growth, and it had no effect on healthy mice cells, in addition to several in vitro trials. And they're on the cusp of beginning a round of clinical trials, which could be completed within a few years and would make treatment available in specific cases. They're adding their results are consistent and repeatable. So keep an eye out for these guys. Look them up, AEBI. You may want to buy some of their stock, because if what they're claiming is true, this could be revolutionary, groundbreaking. Um, it could save 18.1 million lives a year. So let's keep an eye on that, guys. Thanks for listening.